Today we're going to show you a warm-up for any sort of hinging type motion. All right, so anything that's going to involve deadlifting, maybe some lunging, something that's going to hinge you forward and back, we're going to show you a good warm-up for that. So first off, Coach Kaylee's going to help me out here. We just want you to do 5 minutes of continuous monostructural work. So it could be rowing. All right, she could go run. A couple things with the row, make sure that it's leg driven, so she's opening up her legs first before that handle gets pulled to her torso. All right, so hop off. You could also jump rope here. I would not suggest jump roping for 5 straight minutes if you've never done it before. So we're just gonna do single jumps here when it comes to that, but just gonna move for 5 minutes. And you can honestly interchange these in and out. You can run a little bit, row a little bit, jump up a little bit. Notice a couple things with the jump rope, so go do some more. Is her posture when she jump ropes. All right, chest is up, elbows are tucked into her rib cage, and she's just flicking her wrist, kind of letting that rope do all the work. Notice her bounces are pretty consistent. She's just jumping straight up and down. All right, fantastic. So let's assume that she's done 5 minutes worth. All right, sweating a little bit. Then she's gonna come off. The very first thing we're gonna do is what's called monster walks. So I'm gonna have Kaylee, she's gonna monster walk in place. All right, so as she monster walks, all we're focusing on is the back foot that is on the ground. The heel is always on the ground, okay? And then the front foot that's kicking up, the knee is locked out. So if you look down in our videos below, we've got a video on dead bugs. All right, so imagine this is gonna be a dead bug turned 90 degrees. Okay, so instead of her being flat on her back, we're gonna have the same exact position with her spine, but now we're just gonna be upright. So our monster walk, she's gonna feel it in her hamstrings, gonna feel it in her hips a little bit as she starts to walk. The next one is gonna be what we call them inchworms. All right, so she's gonna place her hands on the ground. Good, when she goes down into this position, she's gonna try to keep her back flat. A little bit around here is okay. Then she's gonna keep her elbows locked out and she's gonna crawl herself all the way out into a plank position, and then she's gonna crawl her toes back up. All right, she's gonna continue that process for 10 reps. I don't know if I said it or not, but monster walks is gonna be 20 total reps. Inchworm is gonna be 10 total reps. All right, after that, she's gonna get on her back. She's gonna do some sit-ups for us. So our sit-ups, I want our athletes to dig their heels into the ground, not worrying so much about having something on top of their feet to weight them down. Just dig their heels in, kind of use your hamstrings to pull up a little bit. Awesome. And she's gonna sit all the way up, shoulders are gonna start on the ground, and she's gonna sit up until our range of motion standard is gonna be the base of your neck gets in front of your hip bone. All right, so she's doing a full range of motion sit up there. All right, then as she does that, she's gonna flip over and she's gonna do push-ups. So push-ups, gonna show you 2 versions of this. Gonna start in a plank position, no matter where else you're starting, either on your knees or on your hands here in a plank position. She's gonna drop all the way down, gonna touch her chest to the ground, elbows are staying nice and tight, and she's gonna push herself up. Notice that her body stays in a line the whole time. What I mean by that is there is a line between her shoulders, her hips, her knees, and her ankles that's all moving together in one straight line. All right, so if you need to, absolutely drop down to your knees here, and you've got 10 total push-ups. Now, as you're doing the knee push-ups, the line from your shoulders to hips to knees does not change. That all moves together in one big motion. All right, and then last, we're gonna get up and gonna do some lunge steps with a twist. So so monster walks are 20, inchworms are 10, sit-ups are 10, push-ups are 10, and we're gonna do 20 more lunge steps. So big lunge step out. Notice that back heel or back knee stays off the ground, and she's gonna gently twist towards her knee that's in the front. All right, so then she's gonna come back up, she's gonna reassess, gonna drop back down, and she's gonna twist towards her knee that's in the front. Anytime you are twisting your spine, so anytime you're twisting your trunk around, all right, please go slow. There's no reason to violently twist during the warm-up quite yet. Want to make sure that movement pattern is safe for you, so just be as gentle as possible. All right, so this is one time through warm-up for us, so 5 minutes of monostructural stuff, and then knock out that checklist, just going one time through. This is a great hamstring warm-up, good for hinges, good for lower back stuff. If you have any questions about your specific warm-up for the hinge, make sure you comment in the comment section below. And if you like the videos that you see, make sure you subscribe to the Hyperform link right above us. All right, have a good day, guys. Thumb's gonna be throwing it up into the air because that's going to wind that shoulder up a little bit better. And she's going to hold this position for 15 seconds. All right, so when she finishes that 15 seconds, she's going to come back down and she's going to switch sides. So I'm going to go up to line that shoulder up. She's going to hold this position, trying to get a straight line from the waist to her shoulder.